You've probably heard of Barseagle, the 188 centimeters, 96 kilograms calisthenics beast with insane strength and a sculpted physique. But here's what almost nobody talks about. It's not just how hard he trains, it's the secret that makes all the difference. While most people are grinding through sets trying every exercise they see, he built that level of strength using just 2 sets and 2 exercises. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the 2-set method works for pull-ups and dips, how to apply it the right way, and the small details that make the difference between average results and insane progress. And make sure you stay till the end. I'll also give you a full program split you can follow. So what actually is the 2-set method? Some people think it's simple. You pick 2 exercises and you only do 2 working sets for each. But don't let that fool you. Because if you don't follow the exact blueprint for this method won't do much for you. That's why you see many YouTube videos saying it doesn't work, when the truth is, they've just been doing it wrong all along. Done right, it's one of the fastest ways to get strong, pack on muscle, and get jacked, all at once. But before you try this, you need to understand why it works, because this is where most people get it wrong. So why does this actually work? While most people try to get stronger by doing more and more sets, the 2-set method flips that approach completely. Instead of spreading your energy across 4, 5, or even 6 sets, you pour everything into just 2 high-effort sets, where you're pushing all the way to failure with full focus. That's what creates a stronger stimulus for your muscles to adapt and grow. And because you're not wasting energy on junk volume and exercises, your body recovers faster, which means you can come back stronger, train more consistently, and progress week after week. So instead of just doing more work like everyone else, you're doing better work. Now to ensure this works, there are 3 main rules that everyone should follow. And without following rule number 3, you can start sure, but you'll never see any progress. Rule number 1, start right. Barseagle built his physique with just 2 compound exercises, weighted dips and weighted pull-ups. To start, being able to do 10 to 15 bodyweight reps can completely change the game, because it's one of the first rules for making this method actually work. If you're new to this, start with my free pull-up guide in the description. It'll take you from 0 to your first reps. After that, it's time to add weights, and this is exactly where most people mess up and think the method doesn't work. You don't need to jump into heavy weights to get stronger. Start light, around 5 to 10 kilograms, depending on what gets you into the 6 to 8 rep range for pull-ups and 8 to 10 rep range for dips. You do 2 sets. And here's where it gets interesting. You don't just repeat the same 2 sets. Each set has its own reps and weight. For pull-ups, the first set is usually 6 to 8 reps, and the second set is slightly lighter, around 8 to 12 reps. For dips, the first set is 8 to 10 reps, a bit higher than pull-ups since dips are generally easier, and the second set is 12 to 15 reps, again with lighter weight. It all comes down to choosing a weight that hits your target rep range while still pushing to failure. Let's say you can do 15 bodyweight dips. You add 7.5 kilograms for your first set, which should get you at least 8 reps. If you can't hit that, lower the weight immediately. For the second set, if you can't do at least 12 reps with weight yet, don't worry. You can do it with no weight. After that, it's all about progression, which brings us to rule number 2, progressive overload. This is my favorite part, because if done right, you can progress almost every session and get noticeably stronger in just a few months. You'll notice that every exercise and every set has a maximum number of reps, and while it might seem random at first, it's actually not. This number is your signal to add more weight, usually 2.5 to 5 kilograms at most. So if you hit 8 reps in your first set of pull-ups with 5 kilograms, you simply add a small amount of weight next session, making sure you can still do at least 6 reps. Now here's a question a lot of lifters get wrong. Do you increase the weight on the first and second set at the same time? The answer is, not necessarily. You only increase weight when you hit the maximum reps in each set. So if you reach it in the first set but not the second, you only add weight to the first. If it's the second set but not the first, you only increase the second. Jan also emphasizes that warm-ups are crucial. After doing dynamic stretches and warming up your joints, add 2 warm-up sets specifically for your first exercise. For example, if you start with weighted pull-ups, begin with a bodyweight warm-up set, then add 50% of your starting weight for 5 reps. You can either add 70% for 3 reps as a second warm-up set, Or if you're ready, jump straight into your working set. Rest 3 to 5 minutes between warm-up sets and 5 to 7 minutes between working sets and exercises. And now, we move on to the most important rule before the full program, which is rule number 3, going all the way to failure. Jan emphasizes this in all his videos. Every set must go to complete failure, even if it means exceeding your maximum rep target. That's how your muscles get the signal to grow stronger and adapt. Once you've mastered rules 1, 2, and 3, you're ready to put it all together into a full program. The full program split. One of the best splits for this is push-pull legs, training 3 times per week with 4 calculated rest days. On push day, start with weighted dips. First set heavier for 8 to 10 reps, second slightly lighter for 12 to 15, then move to inclined bench press with the same rep pattern. Add 1 to 2 sets of lateral raises, triceps pushdowns, and leg raises for your core. On pull day, start with weighted pull-ups. First set heavier for 6 to 8 reps, second lighter for 8 to 12, then do 2 sets of seated or bodyweight rows, adding reps if you can. Include biceps curls, optional forearm work, and 1 to 2 sets for traps and lower back. Leg day focuses on squats, hamstring curls, optional hip thrusts, and calf raises, following the same 2-set structure. Always warm up with lighter sets before each exercise, progressively add small amounts of weight once you hit your max reps, and push each set close to failure with perfect form. If you hit a plateau, reduce the weight slightly and restart your progression. Final rule. The 2-set method is short but intense, so results come from sticking to it consistently. Follow your rep and weight progression. Push each set to failure, and respect rest between sets. 5 to 7 minutes is key. Recovery matters just as much as training. And if you're new or want a step-by-step version, check out my free pull-up guide in the description. It's a plan designed to take you from 0 to your first pull-ups fast. And if you want to know more about the 2-set method, you can watch this video right here.